Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Wednesday night, GOW After Dark. Good God Almighty! I had to think about what day it was. I felt like this is a Friday night block party. That's how tired I am. That ain't on y'all. That's on me. And the words of R-Truth. That's my bad. I am the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family, and the real voice they get on Moist. This guy right here, man, with the snapback and the gray shirt on, man. My boy got that Isaac Hayes beard. He the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, dropping bitches panties down. 2 Cold Kimbro, aka Mr. Mission Impossible. Bro, what's good?
Man, you just had the impeccable, you see, you done pass it on to me. See, I can't talk either now. See. Oh shit, man! What's good, man? Oh shit, man!
Hey, my boy over there started stepping like Emmitt Smith over his words right
now. Man, my boy over there, man, Mr. Mission Impossible himself, the franchise, bro. What's good with you, man? We're sorry, man, if the Facebook Live stream is not working. We just posted it. They're not working well with us for some reason. They're giving us a hard time. It is what it is, but it's cool. It's all good. Your boys are still live on everything else, man. So, switch on over, do what to do. We'll wait for you. We got time because that boy, Okada, is making his way. Dynamite. I didn't realize this is his first time wrestling on Dynamite.
It is. I think we got him on a pay-per-view.
We had him on pay-per-view a couple of times, but he hasn't wrestled. I thought he wrestled on Dynamite before, but he just come out. He ain't never wrestled. So we got the Rainmaker, Okada.
Yeah. That's a hell of a name, man. I love the Asian talent, man. You got Asuka, you got Shinsuke, you got Kazuchika, Okada. Hey, what's my one boy from back in the day, man? Shinsuke before Shinsuke, Kenzo Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry. That was terrible.
Yo,
I'm sorry. That was terrible. I'm tipsy. That was terrible.
Dude. That was very Master Tensai of you.
Man, that was Master No.
He said, no, wait. He going up against Danielson?
And Claudio, yeah, tag team match.
Oh, bro, I don't know what I thought this match was, but that I'm uber excited. We about to get 15 minutes of this. Oh
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Amari White. Who is Amari White? Man, I don't know who he is. Def Jam artist. I don't know who he is. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna pretend like I know who he is. Man, it's funny, man, looking at the background of the on the show on the phone. I like that shit. I like that shit a lot. You watching it on the phone? Oh yeah, I like it, man. That's yeah, I like it, man. I like it.
I'm telling you, man, hey, we got to switch up the vibe a little bit. I like this aesthetic with the shooting stars. You know why, man? Because you are a shooting star, man.
Oh, man,
and you headed to the moon.
We, my man. We, my guy. You the one on the commercials, my guy. We,
man.
We. All right, man. We, man. We French up in this boy. All right, man. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the main event is kicking off, we got them boys, Claudio and that boy Brian Danielson, the BCC. And that boy, Orange Cassidy and Okada. Orange Cassidy is like, okay. Orange Cassidy versus Brian Danielson.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ooh.
Hey, Pockets versus the GOAT.
Ooh. Okay. Danielson ain't gonna go for all them tricks. He may go for some of it. He may let him get a little bit off, but he ain't gonna get him get too much off.
A little kick or two.
Yeah, a little kick or two, a little move or two, but then it's like, nah. And bow, there it is, kick right to the leg. But he ain't letting it off none. He got him right there in the beginning.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. A one-on-one between Danielson and Cassidy, I didn't know I wanted to see that until now.
I didn't know I wanted to see it either. I damn sure didn't know I wanted to see that either. They sure ain't letting us be live on Facebook. Y'all letting us be great. Y'all letting us be great.
I'll say, man, they're trying to hold us down. It's okay though. You can't hold down the GOW. You can't hold down the franchise and the King.
That's
You
all
can't.
right, man. The people switch over. Yeah, it's all right. We all good. Man, right now, Full Gear Saturday, November 18th, live on pay-per-view from the Kia Forum. Where the hell is that at?
Huh?
Where the hell is the Kia Forum at?
LA.
LA. Oh, they're in LA. Okay.
Yeah. They out there in good old LA ski.
Ooh, wait a minute. AEW World's End Saturday, December 30th. Whoa, okay. Wait a minute. AEW bringing in another pay-per-view
Hey, look,
after Full Gear.
I'm about to say they said this. Hey, if WWE ain't gonna run another show, we will.
Well, no, WWE. Well, yeah, they ain't doing day one. That's right. They don't do day one no more.
Which is great. I actually like the concept of day one. I thought day one was a nice little concept, but whatever.
It was a nice 1 year one-off.
Yeah. Because I guess again, I mean, you don't want to do that 4 weeks before the Royal Rumble. So
yeah. I mean, it made sense for the year for what they did when they did it, but it kind of foretold what we knew was going to happen, leading up to that WrestleMania, that we were going to get Brock versus Roman for the championship.
Speaking of, man, one-offs. One thing that I don't think will be a one-off, but next year, man, WWE is going to Berlin and also looking forward to bring a premium live event to France. Hey,
they're going international, man. I mean, they already been going international, but they're going to the places that that they weren't getting to before, and now they get to them now.
But I not only international, but I love when they go to these European crowds, man, because those are football, true soccer. Here in the U.S., we call it soccer, but those are true football fans, and them motherfuckers is crazy. So every time we get a rowdy event like a wrestling crowd, it's almost like a WrestleMania crowd or a Monday night after WrestleMania crowd every time we have a PLE over there. But shout out to Puerto Rico though, man, because y'all showed up and showed out for Backlash. Now we ain't forgot about y'all.
Oh yeah, no. You can't never forget about them. And we get that. But no, I like it. But with those crowds, because they don't see WWE that often, so they're gonna show up and show out. They're gonna be crazy to see everybody. They're gonna boo the people that they want to boo. If Dominic Mysterio show up, you best believe they're gonna boo that boy right across, right back to America. Hell, they might even boo his ass right back to Mexico or California.
Imagine Dominic Mysterio showing up at Wembley, 80,000. Boo!
Man, but still, they could have and they can't. Because them stadiums over there hold a lot of people, so they're not too many small buildings. Those are some huge, arenas and whatnot. But with them going to Berlin, Australia, trying to get to France, to hit those markets that they don't usually hit like that, they never been to. So that Germany show is definitely gonna be something. But it's in Berlin, so Berlin is kind of like the neutral kind of place. So it's good for them. It's good for everybody. They can go give the people a good show. They can enjoy it. But other than that, I'm good with it. We'll see who's champion, because that's not till next year or late next year. That's gonna be after
late 2024.
Right. So we're gonna, it'll be interesting to see who's gonna be champion by then. Because that's gonna be the big thing. Who's gonna be champ by then? So
I know we on AEW right now, but speaking of champion, I kind of want to ask you something real quick, man. Drew McIntyre, I don't know if you've seen the report, but both he is still not re-signed a WWE contract. His contract, along with Sheamus's contract, are both set to expire 2024. Yo, what are you thinking, man? Do you think Drew is he smart for hold now, or do you think WWE gonna make a last ditch effort to keep him, or do you think WWE at this point, man, got enough star power to where, hey, if Drew go, he go?
Both. If Drew go, he go. If they can work it out, they work it out. And that's just really what it comes down to. Because Drew wants that. I'm sorry, he's owed that true title run amongst the people. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, like nobody could control what happened in 2020. You know, it happened. It is what it is. And my man was still a soldier, along with John Moxley, which is why I think that, you know, those two people, they stood out the most amongst, you know, a lot of people during that time, because man, they were there. They were fighting whoever, they were doing whatever, they were there, they were helping continue to put the show on and give the people something. And we appreciate it, because those of us, even though, you know, we complained about, you know, what we complained about, but we still watched it, and we still were
Right.
appreciative of those who were able, regardless if people were or not. We understood why, you know, folks weren't on the show, so we're not, you know, coming at them for that. But those who did show up, we appreciate all of them for showing up. And Drew, man, did the damn thing. The only thing he was missing was a live crowd. That was it. He was missing that live pop that he deserved to have every night that he stepped out. And so did Moxley. And I'm glad Moxley was able to have his run where he at least got that. You know, he had the belt, then he lost it. Well, he lost it by the time the people came back, but he got another opportunity with it. And you know, so, you know, that was cool. But Drew definitely deserves, you know, that true kind of run. Heel, face, it don't even matter. It don't even matter which one that is. He just but it really, he really deserves to have that run. If it's not in the cards for him to have it, I can see him going. I can see him leaving. Does he come to AEW? Possibly. Does he go to TNA? Possibly. Does he retire? Possibly. Could he go to New Japan? Possibly. He can go wherever the hell he want to go. He's got that kind of cachet, as you know, for the guy that he is and who he's become now. So
yeah.
And Sheamus too. If Sheamus decides he wants to hang it up, he can. If he decides he wants to go at it somewhere else and do something different and go and reinvent and do more, then cool, no problem. Let's go. I'm with it. I mean, we now got it's no longer just WWE in the game. You know, it is what it is,
no
man.
longer the only show in town.
Right, man. There's options, man. I mean, there's valuable options for people now, man. And that's the one thing that wrestling has been missing. That was the stagnance of WWE's run for like 15, almost 20 years. Is that they had the big head and they deserved it. They had the right to have it, but you know, they pushed quantity over quality. You know, they gave us so much, but not enough substance. So
right.
It is what it is now. We got more to play with. So there's options. Them guys can do it. Hassan, man, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Is this the last one? Last one what? Last match? Yes. If this is the last match, yes.
Hassan in the building. What's up, baby? Hey, man, but look, tonight we had a couple of moments, man. We had a couple of moments. You and I, we was talking, you know. We've seen some people that we would once upon a time consider WWE lifers. And the wrestling business, what they say in the wrestling business.
I never considered, I would say I've never considered him that. I never considered him a lifer for WWE.
So here's yes and no on my end. And this is where I say no. No, because he already has he could have never went to WWE and still went down as one of the greatest to ever do it because of all his success in NWA, the territories, and then WCW. So, he already had a Hall of Fame career outside of WWE. But what I meant by that was he was one of those guys that, like, ever since coming to WWE, I never envisioned him stepping foot outside of it once he got in it, type situation. Like AJ Styles. I don't see AJ Styles going anywhere. Once he's done with WWE, I don't see him showing up in AEW. Not saying he won't. It's wrestling.
I don't know. I can see that. I can see him doing that because the other half of that Bullet Club is over there.
You know what? Man, God, man, let me make my fucking point, man, before you start making sense.
All right, well, man, you said what you said, man. So
Ah,
I'm
man, no, hey, bro,
Hey
don't be out
man,
here.
I'm still here. Hey man, I'm still on this heel kick, man, bro. So this is
Hey,
what you gonna
nah,
get,
man,
man.
you know what,
This is what
man?
you get, bro. See what you get.
I'm up here trying to be
I'm
all
a Roman
elaborate
knight,
and
remember?
eloquent,
Remember,
man.
I'm a Roman knight on the show, bro. So this is what you gonna get, man. You gonna get hate.
he said, hey, if you're the Roman Knight, I'm the Gold Burger Knight.
You stupid.
Who's next? You're next.
You're next. Oh man.
But no, seriously, see, all jokes aside, man, you and I before we got on the show, man,
Mhm.
I popped, bro. I love the hell out of Rick. Again, for me, I got the latter part of Rick's career, so it was like his prime was pretty much done, but you still kind of got what you got. But you, man, you know what I'm saying? You really got a chance to witness Rick middle of his prime towards the latter years. Bro, talk to me, man. As somebody who got a chance, man, to see Rick coming right up out them territory days and to see what he's become now, you got to witness a lot of his 16 world title reigns. Bro, talk to me. Some
So
would say 17, but we ain't gonna go there.
I mean, for me, it was that late '80s for me for Ric Flair. Because when I started watching wrestling, it was WWE at the time. Because Hulk Hogan was becoming a thing, and I was able to understand it and see it and like, ooh, who is that? I like that guy. Well, I don't know why. I'm a Hulkamaniac now. I'm tearing up my t-shirts and getting cussed out by my mom. So but as the time went on and got closer to the 90s, started paying attention, a lot more, started seeing a lot more, watching a lot more than normal, seeing WCW or at the time it was NWA. Was it NWA or yeah, it was NWA, and then just seeing Ric Flair, and just seeing what he was doing and seeing the things that and just like, who is this dude? Who is these four horsemen? Man, these dudes are bad. These are some bad guys. These are some bad dudes. Oh, I don't like them. I don't like them at all, man. Somebody need to get them. Ooh, if Hulk Hogan was there, he would beat them all up. Like that was my image of Ric Flair. Growing up, seeing him, man, he was a part of the Four Horsemen, and then of course I got to witness him and Sting and then everything else that went on, and after that. But as somebody to see him, like you said, in the middle of his prime, towards the end, he was. I saw everything that everybody saw, was saying about him. Ric Flair was Ric Flair, man. He was the styling and profiling, jet flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Man, that's who that's who he was. And in the ring, he was every bit of a showman. He was, he can give you some good wrestling. He can give you some goofy shit. He can give you the heel. He can give you the no, don't, and then pow, the thumb right to the eye, and then give you the strut, and then just break it. And it's like, and he knew how to irk you as a fan, and he knew how to make you really just want to see him get his ass kicked. And then when he did turn good, it was like, oh man, Ric Flair had seen the light. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't turned on Sting again. Oh, you bastard. It's like, man, it's like there's been just moments, man, where he's done the damn thing, man, and you really appreciate it. And I'm glad I got to see that of Ric Flair. And I got to see the tail end of at least a couple of title shots, title reigns actually. As Claudio's giving that boy OC the spin of death.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. The way that he transitioned that to the swing, I'm like, I like that. I'm like, okay, and that was unique. As right now, Cassidy is just so unserious right now.
So it's Cassidy, man. But yeah, man, Ric Flair, man, that's the man, man. And even in his WWE run, both of them, they were pretty decent. And the second one was more to me, because he was there long enough to win the title, but then he lost it a few months later. So it wasn't like it was a long run. He was there, but then he left right after that. But it was just good that God damn, that was a nice little head reverse hit. Wow, the way he kind of, that was different. I ain't seen that one. I can't even describe how he did it, because he had his head in between his thigh when he had him hanged over like he was giving him a dead eye, but then he broke down on him and he folded him up somehow.
That was a knee crunch, shoulder, elbow, face hider breaker.
Used to. I appreciate you for trying to figure that out. Right now we just got the Okada and the give the fans what they want. Oh hell no, hell no.
Yes, I don't know about you. I ain't seen no Rick Knox, so he's still on timeout.
Yeah, right. He's still on timeout, man. Of course he's on timeout.
I ain't gonna lie, this Okada Cassidy, that shit was funny as hell. Hell no.
Yeah. Okada and Brian dancing. I'm dancing like, nope, you ain't gonna break my arm again. Giving them back elbows. Ooh, orange punch. Clothesline. Gave him the Rainmaker. Uh-oh. Claudio tried to give him that European uppercut, but he did it bouncing off the rope.
Bro, can you believe we really lost like 3-4 years of Danielson's career, man? And he just just imagine how much further.
Wow, they won. Yeah, it is, and he still moves as good as he did before.
Yeah,
Hassan, to answer your question, brother, I didn't watch it last night, but I did hear that Becky lost.
Yo, okay, real quick, I did see it. Yo, Roxanne Perez and Kiana James, I ain't gonna lie, yo, they tore that motherfucker down. I'm like, oh, it was like a devil's playground match. It wasn't no gimmick matches, but the shit, hey, they did the damn thing. Of course, Lyra Valkyria, she ended up picking up the victory over Becky Lynch. Didn't expect that. Becky Lynch held the title 42 days, 10 title defenses. To me, I'm like, hey, that's one of them things where it's like, again, if you're going to have somebody of that caliber do something with the NXT title, I'm not mad at him because she gave a lot of people the rub, man. She gave that belt a lot of visibility in a very short amount of time, so I ain't mad at it.
Right.
And apparently she looked like she's going into a program with Jade Cargill, but we shall see.
Right. We'll see how that goes. But now, yeah, I didn't catch it. But right now, man, Brian Danielson like he's holding his eye or something. We got the best friends. We got the best friends out here. We got Hook out here. We got Rocky Marciano. That's not his name, but yeah.
What the hell going on?
Okay, Hook and Willa Yuta, what's up? Claudio and them. Claudio gets a pin and Tony makes a title match. Claudio versus Orange Cassidy next week for the AEW International. Ooh.
Let's go.
Damn. Man got a pin, he got a title shot. All right, damn.
Let's go. Hey, it's about damn time. I don't know what the hell happened to Danielson though.
He was holding his face. He trying to make sure the man all right, you know. He got respect for Danielson, man. That man throws them bows with him.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, Claudio get a title run. Now let's see if we can actually do something with everybody else, like Miro, Keith Lee. Where the fuck is he at?
Honestly, man, I'm okay with Claudio not winning the match. He already had a title run with the World Championship. He don't need another title right now.
No. That's my way of throwing that out.
Miro, on the other hand, most definitely. Let's get Miro back in this. Definitely want to see him.
Somebody put it up on Twitter, man. I want to ask you your opinion, bro, because I know you and I, we were huge, unlike anti-Romanites, we were huge Keith Lee-ites. And and my question to you, because I know you and I love to bask in his glory, that big chocolate teddy bear. Somebody said that they feel like AEW has actually booked Keith Lee worse than he was booked in WWE. And I'm starting to actually kind of feel that. Like main roster wise, NXT booked like a god. But I'm like, bro, Tony ain't doing shit with Keith Lee. Like shit. At least
no, I'm sorry. He came up to the main roster and then became Bearcat.
Nah,
bump that. He's done more on AEW than he's done on his main roster run. The man has been a champion. He's had a few. He's done some stuff. Now, health or other issues may be the reason, but he's not wrestling on AEW. But you have to also remember, Tony has another wrestling company that he is wrestling on. Keith Lee's over on Ring of Honor, people. That's why you ain't seeing Keith Lee. He's over there with Shane Taylor and them, and he's over there doing that thing over there with them. They building that thing up for one of their pay-per-views that they get ready to come up, I think. But I know they've been having a little bit of beef going back and forth. But the Cavaliers won tonight. This shit.
Yeah, want to know? We want to know.
We want to know. Want to know. One by one. Shout out to the land, baby. Shout out to the land, baby. Keith Lee's not on AEW, but Keith Lee's probably wrestling on Ring of Honor, or he's doing other. And he's also doing other promotions. Like Keith Lee's, doing what other guys do. Man, he may not have something for AEW right now, but he's still doing this thing outside of AEW.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that Tony's doesn't have anything for him, or he's wasted them. He's not wasting them. He's giving these guys opportunities to do stuff outside of AEW, to have appearances in other places. He's not doing anything with them right now. So it's like, bro, yeah, go do your other shows and make other appearances and do your thing, man. Make your money, do what you do. But yeah, no, I don't see it as being AEW's wasted Keith Lee more than WWE. No, WWE, Triple H knew how to use him. Vince didn't give a shit, and we saw that. And nothing's going. No, Bearcat is the worst. That's almost as bad as Karrion Kross coming out in a damn gimp suit.
Hey, you wasn't a fan of the Rawr. Oh shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
He said no to the black and pink. Oh man, they had my boy like an honorary Heart Dungeon member.
Man, look, that's the only time the black and pink looked good, when it was on the Hearts.
Oh my god. Oh man, but bro, what are your thoughts on the night, man? What are your thoughts? Again, people, we're sorry. Facebook is playing games with us. We ain't got our usual demo today.
Yeah, man. We was deciding if we were not gonna do something, but that's not our style. We gotta do something. Yeah. But yeah, man, we tonight's show was cool. Tonight's show was really more of it had a few couple of good things, but it was also more of building towards full gear. Like tonight, they announced more matches, they set more things up. Not to really kind of go through every match, but I'm gonna kind of break down a few things. Juicy and MJF, like I said, they battled for the Diamond Ring. MJF, of course, won, 5-time winner. The Guns, again, they challenged MJF for those Ring of Honor tag team belts. Then right after that, Kenny Omega came out to be like, look, man, I hope that you are the man that they think that you are, and that you will allow me to defend my streak, and that you will fight me for that championship this Saturday. And MJF obliged him and said, yeah, I'm going to do it because I'm better than you, and you know it. And then Kenny says, man, well, let's bid these folks to do. And remember, 3 days, bitch. I paraphrase. I let some stuff out, but I just wanted to keep it moving. But my boy, Kenny Omega, MJF, championship match Saturday night, my guy. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, first of all, CM Punk leaves, and all of a sudden, man, you got MJF showing up. Now you got Kenny Omega showing up on Saturdays and whatnot. No, all jokes aside, I'm excited. I mean, I'm not, but I'm excited because, again, you and I, bro, we said this 1,000 times. Tony Khan, get rid of Rampage. Like, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it, because literally, I only look forward to Wednesdays and Saturdays. We do Fridays because we have to. But honestly, I would be cool without watching Rampage, or without, because like Rampage ain't nothing but a setup. Like, it literally is a setup to Collision, which Collision is a setup usually to the next pay-per-view, whatever that may be. So it's just like, get rid of Rampage. Collision has been pretty solid so far. I like Collision. I like the vibe of Collision. Now you're gonna add Kenny Omega versus damn, that threw me off. Who was talking about?
MJF.
Oh, MJF, bruh. We might actually have to come on and do a show. Like, that actually might make us do a Collision this weekend. I don't know. We got to talk, but I'm curious. I'm excited. Now, I don't think Omega's gonna win, but it's still fucking Kenny Omega. Come on, I'm gonna watch the match.
Yeah, for sure. Shida supposed to be fighting that night too. There's a favorite.
Who's she fighting?
there's a fatal 4-way that's supposed to happen on
Ooh.
Rampage, and she's supposed to face the winner of that on Collision
Okay.
on Saturday. So they got a couple of matches, set for the end. Claudio, like I said, next week on Dynamite is gonna face Orange Cassidy, and we just gonna go from there until we get to Full Gear. But yeah, I'm definitely with you. I said, if there's a show to get rid of, it's Rampage. Give Ring of Honor that time slot.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at that. Fuck
Give
it.
Ring of Honor
Yeah.
the 10 o'clock. Like,
Because
if you gonna put something on and you record it, like, why not let Ring of Honor have that 1 hour? It's an hour. It's an hour. You can give them that.
And my thing is, because Ring of Honor is not on TV, right? That's a YouTube show.
Yeah, So I mean, you can give them an hour. You can still keep the YouTube show, but give them an hour on TV that late night. I mean,
Can you imagine? Like, and I know it probably won't mean nothing in the long run, but that initial maybe week to a month, you got Ring of Honor coming on, like for the OG fans. Ring of Honor coming on like after SmackDown. Like, yo, I think that'll really help because Rampage is dead. Like, that's a dead fish right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's only dead because like last week's show was like really dead. Like, it was like, it's really not much about this show, but we just gonna talk shit, and which we did. We just talk shit the whole show. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's only certain shows when Rampage is really like, okay, they got a nice little card, they gonna put this together. We got to pay attention to this. Where other times it's like, nah, this is just a show that they just put on. Last week that they put on.
Can I ask you? Let me ask you a real question, man. Because you know what, I didn't plan on talking this much because I was very tired and I'm low key tipsy. But you know what, man? Talking to you is, you my brother.
The red light came on, man. When red light come on, man, the second life kick in.
You my brother, man. You my brother, and more importantly, man, you my wrestling brother, man. So somebody said something, and it really made me take a deep, eternal, and internal search within oneself, man. Mm-hmm. Somebody put up on, again, shout out to the internet, man, on Twitter. They were like, you're starting to realize how many of these quote unquote AEW fans were really just NXT fans who didn't get what they wanted when WWE started to shit on NXT and AEW was that next alternative. And now that WWE starting to book their talent stronger across the board, you're starting to see that people never really wanted another company. They just wanted better from WWE. Hence why everybody's starting to try to shit on AEW. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Because the whole synopsis of it was AEW fans are nothing more than the NXT original fans. And which is, when you think about it, that's a very true statement. These AEW fans, you and I included, we were originally NXT fans because NXT was giving us what the main roster wouldn't. AEW was giving us what NXT got taken away from once they started going towards that 2.0 shit. Now that we start to see NXT kind of go a little bit more to their roots, we start to see WWE under Triple H, their creative's gotten better. Now you start to kind of see people kind of like, all right, man, maybe AEW ain't all that like we thought it was. What are your thoughts on
that? First and foremost, we were watching NXT when AEW first came on. Triple H was still rolling. Mm-hmm. So Vince hadn't gotten to NXT yet when AEW came on. When AEW started doing shows, and I mean, even if you want to say it was late, because I don't think when it was like 2019, that was still Triple H.
Yeah,
that wasn't.
I think 2.0 didn't come out until like 2021.
Right, 2022, like last year or some shit like that. 2021, right? So when we got AEW, it was still under Triple H. When we got AEW, NXT was still under Triple H. So that's why we were like, well, it's gonna come on Wednesdays. We know Wednesday is gonna be that's gonna be the best night of wrestling because we know what we're getting from NXT, and then with AEW, we're getting to see new and people that honestly, man, people that we wanted to see kind of do more in WWE, but weren't getting the opportunity to do more because there was no other show that was supposedly making them kind of relook at how they were presenting their product. Yeah. As much as people don't want to give AEW that credit. But I'm sorry, you got to give them that credit because NXT wasn't doing it. It don't matter how good we thought NXT was. Vince was hell bent on doing what he was going to do when he wanted to do it on that main roster. We
Right.
watched SmackDown and Raw be what they were while under Vince.
Yeah.
Once AEW came into the picture, and then he saw what they did up against NXT,
Yeah.
then you started seeing the difference in the way they were doing stuff. He thought he had to take over NXT and make it the same kind of way. What did he do as soon as he took over NXT? He flooded it with a whole bunch of people. He put on too many damn matches. He didn't give people enough time to grow and become something. And only maybe a handful of people were something, while the rest of the show was just colorful and just goofy and just, it did not have the vibe of what NXT was. So
Right.
yes, I do agree with you. A lot of the old NXT people did stop watching NXT and moved over to AEW. But even then, some of them still had their issues with AEW to a degree. But at the same time, those fans are still there because they knew that Vince doing what he does, nobody's going to watch that. We were watching,
Right.
we were crapping on it. We stopped watching it. Like,
Yeah.
bro, we stopped doing NXT. Like, come on, man. We were doing NXT the whole entire time for the first 2 years, and we stopped doing it because of what they were presenting and how they were doing it. So I don't think it's totally, for me, I don't believe it's totally it's not totally that now recently these people are mad and they, no man, this was a true battle. This was a true battle, man, because that's all we were talking about. Nobody was talking about Raw and SmackDown. We were talking about NXT and AEW. We were talking about that Wednesday night war. Who was winning the ratings? Who was doing what? That's what we were talking about. We weren't talking about Raw. We weren't talking about SmackDown. We're talking about this company that doesn't supposed to matter, and this other company that's supposed to be a development company for the bigger company that everyone thinks is the total shit, and there's nothing wrong with them.
And you know what's funny about that? Like, any given week, it was hard to figure out which show you wanted to watch first. Like, for like the first month or two, it was like, all right, like AEW for a lot of people was kind of like the show that people watch, and then NXT was the show that got DVR, only because AEW was just so new. It seemed like every other week a new person was coming into the company. But to be fair, like, they didn't have a lot of people to begin with, so it was easy for every single week. But then we said that after a while, it became like, okay, like Tony Khan can only do so many surprises. And then I think once the curve started to flatten a little bit, then it was like, okay, now you kind of got more of like a realistic like sense of, okay, how this is going to play out.
Remember when AEW started doing TV pay-per-views?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, NXT is putting on a Great American Bash. We're going to do 2 weeks of a Great American Bash, y'all.
On TV.
What? On TV? What? Wait a minute. What? This is y'all pay-per-view. What are you doing? Oh, no, we're going to put it on TV for y'all. Oh, really? Y'all, because I could have swore this other company that don't exist, they just put on a TV pay-per-view kind of thing. Wow. And y'all about to do the same thing. Oh, wow. That's real convenient. Okay.
Hey, you remember NXT, bro? You was only getting an hour NXT a week back in the day, an hour a week.
Yeah, because it took a minute.
The only time you was getting something outside of that hour was 4 times a year, and that was on the takeover.
Yeah, and now they gave them 2 hours. They put them on TV. They took them off the network to put them on TV. Like, come on, man, you did all these things for a reason. You did them for a reason. You had no other plans of doing that with NXT. You was fine where NXT was at. Oh, this other company gonna come on Wednesdays. Oh no, we're gonna take this other show and we're gonna put it on TV now and we're gonna give it another hour. Like, come on, man. There are things that people have to. I wish people would at least try to be biased and try to understand. You can still love WWE the way you are, but don't pretend like, man, when AEW was doing something that WWE wasn't doing all like that, when they were doing it, then all of a sudden WWE is now starting to do it. Like, come on, man. Wrestling is a copy and paste business. I say it all the damn time because, man, it's just what it is. But this company that's not supposed to matter, that doesn't exist, that's not competition. And it's not competition. I can be real with you. It's not competition as far as equal. It's not. WWE is far and few from anybody. But they're making waves. They're doing things that, and quite frankly, man, they're on a bigger platform than any other wrestling company outside of WWE. And the fact that not only did they be able to get this bigger platform, but this bigger platform just signed them for more years. So they got to be doing something. They got to be doing something. That's all I'm saying. They got to be doing something that's making these things happen. The pay-per-views, the shows, what they do, something's got to be working. And if WWE don't have value in all this talent that they think is past or done or wasn't great enough, and then they go off to somewhere else and they show, hey, well, actually, if you give us the time and opportunity, we can show you really could be really good. We're better than what you think we are. But you know, it is what it is. And then all of a sudden now WWE want to sign some of them people back. Now they want to steal. Like, come on, man. But we can talk about that all day, man. We can talk about that all day. Bro, I want to get to Warlow, man. I want to get to Warlow real quick, man, because Warlow, this dude, man, he had a great point, man. He sat at home and watched people love Max when we shouldn't. You know, he doesn't understand that. So now he's hell bent on coming and destroying Max and taking what's his, and that's that Triple B, that World Heavyweight Championship, man. I'm actually not mad about nothing he said. He kind of made a great point. Definitely glad to hear his motivation for, you know, his comeback and what he's been doing and why he's been doing it. I'm still mad at him for, you know, giving Tony that elbow last week that wasn't called for. Schiavone is not a wrestler. You don't put your hands on Schiavone, man. But I'm good to see Warlow back and terrorizing some shit. Then we got RVD and Hook versus the Dark Order. RVD and Hook, they won. Rob Van Dam, 52 years old, still doing Rolling Thunders and looking good doing it. I was happy there. Then, of course, man, we got to the mark out moment of the night, man.
Woo!
Say it one more time, man.
Woo!
There it is, man. Sting's appreciation to the fans, to Darby Allin, and Tony Khan's big surprise to Sting. Of course, man, I don't think a lot of us thought it would happen, but I'm glad it happened. Man, we got the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Space Mountain himself, man. Mr. Jet Flying, Limousine Riding, Kiss Stealing, Willing Dealing, son of a gun. Ric Flair, yes, the Nature Boy, to pay his respects to one of his longest friends and rivals in this business, the Icon Sting. Bro, your thoughts?
Yo, I heard that music hit, and of course, you know, it's a remix. It's a play on his original thing, but
right,
dude, to see Rick coming out dripped out with the chains on. Now, I ain't gonna lie, because you know both Sting and Rick got their own version of the woo. You know, so I thought for a second we was gonna get a woo off. You know, but we didn't get that. But we did get a nice little chop from Sting. I mean, to Sting, I should say. So, you know, but no, it was cool, man. Rick came out, gave him a live mic, and you let Rick speak from the heart. And you can tell, and the thing I like about this was that I like how it was presented as a surprise from Tony Khan, but Tony Khan didn't come out and make the moment about him. It was literally about Sting and one of his greatest friends in the business. And to see Rick come out, and you can tell, man, Sting genuinely was excited and surprised. You can feel that through the TV screen. Like, Sting didn't know he was there, so that was cool as shit. And then also, as a fan, to see him give a young guy like Darby Allin the rub, bruh. Sting has been in this business for 4 decades, and you mean to tell me I'm your favorite partner you ever been in the ring with? Like, really? Like, yo, for Darby, I know that shit had to mean the world because, you know, Sting even said, you know, without you, this last run right here probably wouldn't have been what it was. You made this fun for me. You allowed me to come in and get my bumps in one last time. And for Darby, man, to me, that solidified. I don't give a shit what nobody say about Darby Allin. For Sting to come out there and say that and put you over like that, bro, you gotta respect it. But going back to Rick, bro, you and I, we texted, bro, Sting, Flair, TBS, Turner Broadcasting, like, what?
Tony Schiavone, baby.
Bro, and Tony, bro, like, what is this, 1995? Like, 91? What is going on
92,
right now?
91 when it came out, right? Yeah, 90, 93, whatever, man. But it was long enough. It was long enough.
Had the internet in shambles. I know Vince probably, God damn it.
That's good shit.
Yes,
he ain't in charge no more. It ain't in charge, and more likely, even if people say, oh, he couldn't have gone, man. I don't think Triple H was gonna do that to him.
Nah,
It's like, nah, that's Sting, bro. You go do your thing, man. He's like, Rick, we ain't tripping. Go do you. And honestly, Rick been gone from WWE for a minute. Even his one offs were just, I'm Ric Flair, bitch. that's what that is.
I wish
But
WWE would say something about Ric Flair, bro. It's like, bro, y'all act like Ric Flair, bro, gonna sit up here and sway talents to come to AEW, bro.
right, like, are you kidding me? And then of course Christian had to come out and do what he do best.
Yo, Christian,
But
a piece of shit, bro.
he
He
is
said you was super chick away from. He said, "I know God ain't real because if he was, he would have been dead 20 years ago." Like, damn, bro, whoa.
Hey, Christian was in his bag. He's like, relax. I know Rick ain't dead. Like, dude. Like, dude. And Ric Flair just holding a smile, like, look at this little young punk asshole. But I liked it though. I liked it, man. It was cool though. It was cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, bro. Christian Cage. I don't know. I did not anticipate like this late in my life. I will be this excited to see Christian, first of all, come back, one. But two, it's like I could just listen to him talk all day. Like, you keep talking about dead people and like, fucking adopting grown ass men. Fuck it, I'll take it, bro.
Yeah, everybody new daddy, being new stepdaddies.
Bro, I'll take it. And you see Nick Wayne ain't talk. Maybe he ain't get them teeth fixed yet.
Nah, he mouth still healing up. But I tell you one thing, man. I'm just glad Ric Flair didn't go wild tonight because I could have. I thought, boy, if he
I knew an elbow drop was coming.
Man, look, when he went to that rope, I'm like, oh shit, he about to do it. Sting, stop him, Sting, stop him. Don't let Rick do that. Don't let Rick go crazy, man. Please don't let Rick go crazy, man. But yeah, that was cool. Just for me, man. Ric Flair and Sting in the same ring. Man, yeah, the inner child in me, man, marked out. I enjoyed it. It to me, it was the greatest thing to see because that was just two guys that I watched as a kid, and I watched them as I grew up, and to see them to still see that they had a career, while all the way up until now, like to see these guys still wrestle up until now, to see Rick have his last great run in WWE, to see Sting do what he do in TNA, and which to me was probably his second best run to his WCW days. But the WWE thing was what it was, but him coming back to AEW and just being able to do the little things that he was able to do was awesome. To see that he could still do some stuff that he's not totally done. Yeah, he took a lot more risks than we all thought. He definitely took more risks than he definitely should have. But he did them, and he's still standing. And my man wants to go out his way. And if this is it, hey, thank you, appreciate you. Like, seriously, it's been an honor to watch you and to see you and your old rivalry, the guy who put you on, do what he do. That was awesome as hell. So yeah, but I can keep talking about that for night, but we got to get ready to get off of this show in a minute. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of this, man. Jericho cut his promo saying, man, he might have to get some vengeance on Big Hobbs, man. No one's ever did him like that before, man. So he has to find out if this is it. Does he have anything left in the tank for himself, especially against the big beast like Will Hobbs, who Jericho said he used the world's largest slam. Yeah, you heard what he said. I said, oh wow, you can say that. Ooh, okay. Did Mark Henry approve that? Did WWE approve that? Whatever. Somebody had to approve that. Okay, cool. So I did hear that, but and I like that for him. If that's the move he's gonna use, and they gonna let him use it in that name, hey, let him have it. Then of course, man, we got the Elite versus the Hardys. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for this match. I love the Hardys, but it's just not there for me, man. Like what was is gone. Right now, it's just a matter of time. And then with Isaiah Cassidy, it's like it don't even, like, he's still the eyeball out, man. I'm just, it is what it is. The Elite one. And then, of course, Swerve Strickland, man. Somehow we asked this question: how does two of the blackest things in history walk into a neighborhood like that and walk into that man's house and nobody called the police. Now we understand it's wrestling, and obviously they were prepared for it. But in our minds, okay, people,
The reality of our world, ladies and
in
gentlemen.
our minds, even though we know what this is, it still came into question. Nah, that ain't right, bro. Nah, that ain't how that do. That ain't how that go down. It ain't that easy. I don't care what year it is. It ain't that easy. But Swerve, he made his point to Hangman Page, like, hey man, your actions got consequences. But he says, nah, man, it's the fact that your loved one will suffer the consequences of your actions. And it's like, bruh, oh, and you gonna go into that man's baby's room, you gonna sit at that crib, you gonna talk to that nothing that's sitting there, because ain't no baby sitting there, because ain't no way in hell that baby sitting there. But the idea that you crept into the room while the baby was sleeping, you in these people's house, Nana being loud as hell, and you in these people's house talking to the baby, oh man, you a cold-blooded dude. And I like it. I knew what it was. I understood it, but I liked it. Your thoughts on it real quick, man, before we get out of here.
Hey man, he got that boy a Mogul Embassy shirt. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, that man disrespectful. This baby can't even fucking talk. You gave him a fucking Mogul Embassy shirt.
The baby gonna be swerving while he drives.
You know what's funny to me? I found it funny how Prince Nana was the only one that was trying to be the voice of reason. He's like, we're being too loud. I don't think we should do that. You got to swerve like, man, shut up. It's just funny. You can tell like swerve. I mean, you can tell Nana like trying to be the homeboy. Like, hey, like it was cool at first, but he's like, hey man, like yo, we gotta go. Swerve wasn't trying to hear that. Swerve that dude that's gonna get you arrested. He
came there for a reason. He came to deliver his message. Let's be real. The purpose was Swerve came there to deliver his message. He delivered the message. The message was delivered. Adam Heyman Page saw what he needed to see to run out the ring to get the reaction he got. Message was told. I'm good.
Here's my message, right? And it's very, just honest question.
What's up?
As a father of two, you and I, what kind of parent leaves their house unlocked with a newborn in a room where you're not even with the newborn baby? Like, you heard of SIDS, come on now. The baby could have been on his face. You wouldn't have known. You got two grown ass being hovering over that baby bed. You ain't even know. What kind of parents are you?
That goes along with the question of the two blackest things walking in the neighborhood, walking into the house. That goes along with that type of questioning, bro. So just go ahead and just scoot that on over to that pile, man. Just go ahead and scoot it on over, bro. we ain't got all night.
Hey, do you know how sadistic somebody got to be to break into a house like that? I'm pretty sure it's in a nice little neighborhood. You don't steal nothing. You don't beat nobody up. You sit there, put your little funky ass shirt on the baby and walk out.
And send it to your daddy. Send the video to your daddy while he at work thinking everything all cool. But nah, I ain't at work. I'm at your house. Like I said, the message was delivered. Now, anything else you want? The message was delivered. I'm good with that, man.
Yeah.
He delivered. He gave the baby a baby gift, and he walked out. Everything cool. He put his feet on the couch. He said, "Fuck your couch." he ripped the page off the fridge. Nana ate some chocolate.
I ain't gonna lie, that was disrespectful. I'm like, damn, we gonna tell the baby arts and crafts off.
Oh man, that's right, man. That baby painted his feet all over that paper. Man, but that's the type of guy that Swerve is, and that's why I'm like, I was cool with it, even though, like I said, man, my Negro senses were tingling, and we just had to question a few things, but but we understood what it really was, and they were having fun. It is what it is. And then of course, man, we got Edge, kind of being unsure of himself again. But Sting had to get into that. Sting had to light that boy fire, which makes me think, since Christian laid out the challenge, that Edge may possibly accept it, and we're gonna get Edge, Sting, and Darby Allin versus Nick Wayne, Luchasaurus, and Christian 6-man tag at Full Gear. Not gonna lie, is it the biggest thing ever? No, but it's something I want to see. It's got enough people in it for where I want to see it and see what the outcome could be. Uh, I don't expect too much out of it. I expect some shenanigans. It could be one of those kind of crazy matches where Sting is going to do something crazy because this is his last hurrah. He only got but so many pay-per-views or so many shows to do something crazy. He hasn't done anything crazy in a while. So I feel like Full Gear is definitely going to be that setup. I'm good with it. And my man's about to walk out anyway. So, bro, your thoughts on that? The possibility of what we saw. Do you believe Edge will do it, or will he back out?
Yeah, nah, he gonna do it. Because Christian gonna say some ignorant shit between now Friday and Saturday. And Edge gonna do it, you know. But the thing is, you got so many people in this match, those two never have to touch. They don't have to touch. Like literally, you can just tease it. You can tease it because Christian is such a chicken shit heel. Every time you think Edge about to get in the ring with Christian, Christian's gonna tag himself out, you know, or do some little petty shit like maybe Christian to come in and maybe do a little sneak attack on Edge while Edge down there. Edge try to get his offense back and boom, now Christian, you know. So you could play on that without them actually having to touch and still get the match off. So yeah, I think he gonna do it.
Okay, bet. That girl Shida defended her championship against one half of the Outcast, Ruby Soho. So she's beaten all of the Outcasts. She's beaten Tony. She's beaten Saraya. She's beaten Soho. She owns the Outcasts. The Outcasts are her bitches.
I own you, big head. I own you.
So she owns them, and then of course, man, they announced, like I said, some matches for next week and Saturday, which we all got. Like I said, they're building up for Full Gear, and then of course we started off with the show with the main event of Orange Cassidy as my boy Mr. Painmaker
Kazuchika
Okada. Yeah, I was going to say Shibata. I'm like, nope, it's not Shibata, it's Okada. Going up against Brian Danielson and Claudio. Brian Danielson and Claudio picked up the victory. And then quickly after that, we got an Orange Cassidy versus Claudio for the AEW International Championship live on Dynamite next week. So, yeah, man, you know, I think we got quite a few things to watch and look forward to coming up in the next few days or a week or so. Overall, bro, are you excited for what Tony has presented so far for Full Gear?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And just the strength of Full Gear being what we have known it to be over the last 4 years now, it's typically one of the stronger pay-per-views. Tony Khan's got a pretty solid looking card. Again, storytelling. I know again with All In being such a big deal, All Out wasn't really the best. But then, you know, we've had stuff since. And I feel like Tony Khan, he's been doing the damn thing. I feel like Wrestle Dream was straight. We got a little bit of time in between Wrestle Dream and, you know, Full Gear now. So, yeah, bro, everything is starting to shape up. My only thing is TK, the women. We need more than one women's match, TK. Come on now. We need one more than one. Or if you're going to give us one, give us as many women in that motherfucker as you can, but preferably more than one women's match. Other than that, the card looking good. I'm liking it. The story's making sense. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, because right now we only got one match, and that's Tony Storm versus Shida for the championship, which is fine. I do want to see another one. I mean, we may get Statlander. I'm not sure. Well, we may get Statlander. Maybe they'll build up something towards that. But overall, man, like I said, not a bad show. I give it a 3. They definitely built some stuff up for Full Gear. They had a couple of good matches. We got to see Ric Flair and Sting. Honestly, you know what? You know what? I bump it. It is what it is. I'm gonna give it 3.5. Just the extra point is just for seeing Ric Flair and Sting in the ring together. The inner kid made that judgment call. I'm gonna let him ride with it. I ain't changing it. I'm giving it a 3.5. But the extra points of it, the show is really a 2.8, but the extra point to a 3.5 is Sting and Ric Flair. And all the matches that they announced for Full Gear so far setting up. And then, of course, MJF and Kenny Omega. Hey, 3 days, bitches. 3 days, bitch. I'm looking forward to it. A match I didn't know I wanted to see, but I'm going to get to see it. So, yeah.
Well, Sir, I agree.
Okay.
I'm gonna do you one better, man. You gave it a 3.5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 for one. Yeah. One. But nah, hey, seriously though, bro. Again, Ric Flair, that made all the world to me. I can't wait to hop back on Twitter and see them go nuts. I want to see all the hating ass comments just because wrestling fans are so much like virgins. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. I'm the franchise. He's the king.
Bye-bye, bitch.